It's one of the worst feelings anyone should ever go through. Feeling lonely, the loneliness that creeps up in the darkest hour makes you feel miserable, makes you feel low vibration, and it's just so unhappy, right? But there are things you can do to get yourself out of feeling lonely all of the time. Hi, I'm Teja Priyadarshini and I am the founder for Akashic Center for Healing. Let's first find out, where is this loneliness coming from? What in your life is creating this feeling of loneliness? Is it the situation that you're in? Is it a circumstance that you've placed yourself in? Is it an incident that has happened? Or is it a person or people around you that are making you feel lonely? Once you identify these issues, it's so much more easier to deal with loneliness. And I also suggest that you start journaling, writing down when you feel lonely. Write down, I feel lonely when this happens, or I feel lonely because this happened in my life, or I first started feeling lonely when that happened. These things, when you write them down, it gives you more information to deal with your loneliness, and it also helps you understand where this loneliness is coming from and what you can do about it. The first and foremost thing I want you to do is to just pick up the phone and reach out to somebody. It could be a parent, it could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be a colleague, someone. Just call them up and tell them, hey, you know what, I'm going through this phase of loneliness and I was wondering if you've ever been through something like this and if you can help me get out of it. And you will be surprised at the response you're going to get. Everyone is willing to help, everyone is willing to get you out of that feeling of loneliness, and they're going to just surround you with a lot of love. So all you need to do is just reach out to them, pick up the phone and give them a call. If you're someone who's been going through an extended period of loneliness and it is because of issues that are very deeply embedded in your past, then you need professional help. You need to reach out to somebody who's a professional therapist or a counselor and talk to them. Tell them what you're going through, what has happened in your past, and your causes of loneliness. Remember the journal, it comes very handy when you're talking to a therapist and giving them all the information that you have about where this loneliness is coming from. And it's not a taboo anymore, guys. People reach out to therapists all of the time. So please don't hesitate to ask for help, professional help if need be, but do ask for help. You're not alone in this and you need to realize that. The other thing that you can do is to become more sociable. That means if you have to attend family functions or birthday parties or just hanging out with your friends, you need to start putting yourself out there, engaging more with your friends, your family members, having conversations, bonding with them. When you do all of these things, you don't have time to be lonely anymore. You're surrounded with a lot of love, a lot of care, a lot of affection, and your heart feels so good that you don't feel lonely anymore. So this is one of the ways that you can deal with loneliness. The best thing that you can do when you feel lonely is to distract yourself. Though this is a temporary measure that can help you not feel lonely, but it's really effective. So you can probably read a book if you're feeling lonely, go for a walk, go for a ride, do a physical activity like go for a swim, or cook a new thing like a new dish, experiment, do whatever it is to distract yourself from that loneliness that you feel is creeping up inside of you. It's very effective, and give it a try. The other thing that you can do is to go online. There are a lot of communities online. You can make a lot of virtual friends all around the world, and you can exchange stories, entertain yourselves by talking to each other, having these long conversations about their histories, their past, their life stories. And trust me, there is so much out there for you to learn and do that you will never ever get bored. And when you don't get bored, you don't feel lonely either, right? The other thing that you can do is to be pleasant when you're interacting with people. That is just being nice. Sometimes when you're all by yourself, you can become a bit cynical and get on the negative side of things. But when you're engaging with people, when you're talking to them, having these conversations, do your best to compliment them, be nice, smile a lot. When people think that you're a nice person, they would like to hang out with you more. And when that bond happens to form, you have a new friend for life, right? And then you don't feel lonely anymore. If you're someone who's shy and has a problem talking to somebody and making a conversation or initiating a conversation, then you need to start challenging yourself a bit. You need to challenge yourself to make one new friend a month at least. Something small, or talking to that colleague you've always wanted to talk to. Wink, wink. You know what I mean. So, when you get yourself out there and when you start pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, that is when you will start to notice that you don't feel alone all of the time. And you also need to differentiate between if you're feeling lonely and unhappy, or if you are enjoying your alone time and loving this alone time that you have. That is when you are enjoying your solitude. And if you're someone who enjoys this solitude and are still looking to do certain things, well, one thing that you can do is to improve your life in whichever way you choose to, in a positive manner, and also find different ways to do things that make you happy. The other thing you can do is probably join a gym. Especially when you exercise, your body releases all these happy chemicals and your mind feels so nice and so good and so light and joyful, and all those good feelings start to flow that you don't feel lonely anymore. The other thing that you can do is learn a new skill. Try taking an art class or a sculpting class, or learn a new language, or experiment with whatever you have at home. Whatever it is, when you learn something new, it engages your mind and distracts you from the feeling of loneliness. And if you want to go big, I suggest write a book, make a movie, start a small business. Do something that challenges your capabilities, challenges your mind, challenges your body, and it allows you to live your life to the fullest, and there is no other way of living life. You have to grab life and make the most out of it. So I hope that these small pointers, simple tips that I'm giving you, help you in tackling loneliness. And please reach out if you just need someone to talk to, like if you want to chat, you want to just have a normal conversation, you need a friend. Don't be afraid to pick up that phone and give me a call or drop me a message, and we can interact as well. And I'm here for you. So please don't hesitate to reach out. Mwah. Love you guys so much for all the tremendous amount of love that I receive from you every single week, and I can't wait to see you guys again. So until next Thursday, mwah, mwah, mwah. Love you guys so much. Stay safe. Bye.